Hello, everybody. Welcome to Monday Night Live. How's everybody doing today? I am on a holiday, which is fabulous. I love a third day where I don't have to set my alarm. Super fantastic. As you can see, it is sunny outside. This is actually kind of the first sunshine we've seen all weekend, unfortunately. But that's been okay. It's been forcing me to kind of just like chill out a little bit and relax, which is nice. I hope everybody's having an excellent weekend. Let's see what's going on here. If you're here, say hello. Welcome, everybody. I've been doing lots of art this weekend, working on tarot cards. I'm making some excellent progress there, actually. I am on card number 30, I think, which is out of control. So we're making wicked progress. Oh my goodness, Mojo, why are you so sad? Do you want to say hi? And then you can go. Do you want to go play? Okay. There's Mojo. He says hello. He's had enough of people today, so he's going to go play. Go play. I'm not coming down there. We're doing the live stream, but so I've worked on tarot cards. I've worked on some market things. It's been kind of crazy, but also chill at the same time, which is really nice. Yes, Mojo. On your bed, please. I do. Good boy. Settle down, please. Thank you. So lots of progress. So keep an eye on the socials. I feel like my socials are really scattered right now because I've got like the tarot, I've got the barn teak, I've got the lives, I've got all kinds of crazy things going on. Oh, my mom is here. Woohoo! My parents are here to watch the stream. Thank you for tuning in. So yeah, I feel like my socials have been a little scattered because I'm kind of doing like local shopping. I'm trying to balance between online shopping. So anything you missed at the barn teak is actually on my shop and on sale. So that is the heart and daisy gnomes, as well as the bunny and sunflower bookmarks. Those are on sale, and the heart and daisy gnome sticker and magnet. So if you're interested, they're on sale online right now, just for a little bit, not for very long, because I'm going to be swapping out soon. So get them while you can. And then I've also been working on some face cards. Hold on one second. Yes, mister, how may I help you? We're doing the live. You can join me or not. You're okay. Lie down, please. Settle down. You've had so many treats today. We're not going to do that today. You're going to be a Buddha Mojo soon. So today we're going to continue with face cards. This is the next to last card I have left, to be honest. Last week, actually, we'll go over to these guys. Last week we worked on the King of Clubs, which is our fabulous astronaut and cowgirl, which are so much fun because we were working on the tiny details, and we have our cowgirl in the reflection of the astronaut. And then we have our astronaut floating in space for our cowgirl. So much fun. That was a last minute idea. I haven't worked on this since last stream. Actually, you know what? Let's work on this one or whatever, because I had the Queen of Hearts, which again is a card I can't believe no one claimed first, which is crazy. That was my first pick. I was so glad when I got the red cards. I was like 100% going to do the Queen of Hearts, and I thought someone was going to snap it up, and they didn't. Just leave them alone, please. But I'm not sure my sketches are quite where I want them to be. So actually, let's keep working on this guy, because this is so much fun. We have Alessandra in the chat. Welcome to the stream. Yes, mister. How may I assist you? Please hold. We have a cranky pants on our head. What may I do for you? Come here. No. We're not going to play. We're going to do the live stream. You've been playing all day, you maniac. You were outside helping your friend with a pool today. He's had so many treats and so many cuddles. He doesn't know what to do with himself. You're a good boy. Can you lie down, please? All right, let's turn up our brightness here. I'm going to work on this one a little bit. Okay, let's see. Where did we leave off here? All right, we want to do our thicker lines, and then we'll get some more details in here. Okay, now I've messed up all my lines doing my Hi, puppy. How are you? You're a good boy. I was doing some night circus tarot things. So we have, hi, buddy. So all my line weights are a little messed up, but the 10 should work. Mojo's jumping off the walls, a lot of energy. Yeah, lots and none at the same time. So he was definitely ready to leave the pool space. We were helping a friend open their pool today. It is far too cold to do that, but the long weekends when people are available to help. So we were helping them with that, and he was definitely over it and ready to come home and has been sleeping since we got back, but now he's got all the energies now that I'm giving my focus elsewhere. So yeah, so it's been a good weekend. Like I said, this is kind of the first sunshine we've kind of seen, but that's helped me to kind of lay low a little bit and relax and reset, because last week we'd all had enough. Pretty much everybody I talked to was ready for a long weekend. Computers weren't playing the game. No one knew what anybody was talking about at work. It was time for a break. So I took one and we'll reset and try again next week. Oh my goodness. Oh dear, Alessandra says, I'm so tired, long day, emotionally, and attention headaches are not helping. Not cool, not cool. And loud cars, yes, we are of the nice weather where everybody's got their spiffy, fancy cars out. And I live on a road that if that was my jam, I would probably be driving my loud car up and down it as well. It's kind of windy, and it's a little quiet right now because it is a holiday here, so open, windy road. Not my thing, but they all come and say hi now and again. I only have it on my top left side. My head goes and comes back. That sucks. Headaches are no good. So I usually find with like this kind of weather, I sometimes will get headaches. Luckily, I've been feeling okay. When it's cloudy and stuff like that, sometimes I get a headache. But I've been off 2 weeks I was off for like 2 weeks with a cold, or not at 100% because of a cold. So I'm glad I've had this weekend to kind of relax and reset a little bit and kind of get caught up on a few things. Because it's not fun to be out like that at all. So take care of yourself. Don't push too hard. I don't think I want that there. I don't. And I don't want this line here. All right. Oh, it's probably fine. Actually, You can probably go around the whole helmet and then do her hair, maybe. I'm getting my head wrapped into the, what I've been doing for the tarot. So it's oh shoot, what the heck? Oh, I'm on the wrong layer. Jeez, what a mess. How I've been breaking things down for the tarot, and I forget that that's not what this is. I have freedom to do so. Oops, I forgot that I did not tell the Discord that I was here, so please hold for a second. Oh, I didn't sleep with good posture. That is a wild card and always a pain. I don't like when that happens because it's nothing out of your control. Like, nothing in your control. You just wake up feeling like poo, which is no fun. No, we're not going to load it. We're just going to pretend that we don't want to. I was hoping the technology would have sorted itself out by the end of this weekend. It was nothing but tech struggles last week, and I just would like them to fix themselves. Oh, before I forget, when I attend Jane's stream, she said to tell you, say hi, and she will respond to her message soon. Yes, I believe that she's either already responded or I will anticipate her respond. I will talk about that in a second. Oh, my screen is dusty. Yikes. The sunshine showing all the holes in my stuff here. Yuck. Oh, did she stream today? Okay, so that's good. She hasn't. I forgot that today was. Despite it being my holiday Monday, I forgot that it was Monday and that she streamed today. I didn't get a notification. Why didn't the? Maybe it was when I was driving. Let's see. Oh, I did get a notification. I was driving. Okay, that's a fit. That's okay. Excellent. So she will be messaging, which is so great. Odari's here. Hi, everybody. Just dropping in to say hello. Got a family dinner going on tonight. Happy streaming. Thank you, Odari, for dropping in. Hi, family of Odari. There are big birthdays happening over there, it looks like. So that's exciting. Proxy's here. Woohoo. Welcome to the stream. Glad you're here. Thank you so much for saying hello. And yeah, she streamed 3 hours ago. So yeah, I just missed her. Then that's why. That's okay. And I know she's got a response soon, so that's super great. And I will get into those details as to what that message is shortly. Yeah, so sorry, I was like building these lines based off of how I was doing the tarot cards, but then I keep forgetting because I've been doing so much tarot, which I have zero problem with. And I forget that the formula is just for the tarot cards, and these ones I can do pretty much whatever I want, which is nice. There's me and Clever and Uma on it. Dangerous crew. Oh my goodness gracious. Dangerous crew. I'm glad you guys were there to tune in. I was looking for DTM this morning to see if he was going to stream. And then then I forgot about I'm still getting used to Jane's new schedule. So I'll make sure to make some room to hopefully catch her on Friday. Friday's a weird day for me, schedule-wise, but I will do my best to be available. Oh, shoot. She seems she didn't sleep well, or she's getting a cold, or both. Oh, shoot, okay. Well, I hope she gets better soon, because that, coming off a cold, is no fun. It sucks to be out of commission, especially with all the things she's had going on lately. So I hope she's better soon. So what has everybody else been working on? It seems like lots of people are taking some breaks or are sick. I still haven't heard back from RB. I hope he's feeling better soon, because he was pretty sick, it sounds like. That's no good. And then, yeah, just that weird time of year with the weather changes and the temperature changes. I'm here working, trying to do some artwork. I love it. Yeah, I really, and like, I wasn't joking when I responded to Uma on Saturday. I was like, I have my coffee, and I was working on some tarot cards, and I was watching her stream. I was like, this is a really good way to start a long weekend. Have some art on the go with a nice coffee in my hand, mojo cuddles, and an art stream. It was a good day. Just to go a little slower, which was nice. I'm making some wicked tarot progress. I've posted about a quarter of the cards, but I'm almost a third of the way through, which is actually, no, almost half of the way through. Once I complete these cards, we're going to be close to halfway. Nutsoid. Just crazy, man. Mojo, my goodness, monsieur. How may I assist you? Did you do anything fun today? I wish you had it off. Yeah, it's always kind of hard. Like, I set my alarm yesterday. I was like, oh, only one more day left in the weekend. But it was one more day I didn't have to set my alarm. So it was pretty nice. Mojo and I were pretty chill Saturday and Sunday, kind of hanging around here because it's kind of miserable. But we went out to a friend's place this afternoon to help them open their pool, get it ready for the summer. Earn my pool minutes. So we did that. So Mojo got to visit with some other dogs and some with the kiddos who really like him. So That was a lot of fun. So we got to be outside a little bit today because the weather wasn't too bad. It held off to be pretty nice while we were outside, which is great. So a little bit of visiting, and then we came back and we've just been chilling, just relaxing and resetting, because a lot of people that I know were kind of just off at the end of last week and we just kind of needed to reset, and I was one of those people too. So just to relax and chill out a little bit. Got some ice cream and ate it in the park, and went to the library to read and finish my graphic novel. Excellent. Which graphic novel? That you were reading, I assume, or were you drawing? Ice cream and at the park is like my favorite thing. There's a place not far from my work. It's a nice garden center, and I like to go there sometimes after on a Wednesday, because that's when Mojo goes to daycare and they're allowed dogs there. So I go get ice cream and we get him a snack, and we just kind of go and look at the plants sometimes. And it's nice. It has some ice cream amongst the beautiful flowers. Switch it up a little bit. Reading, nice. 2-hour break. I had a 2-hour break and I was like, I'm getting out of the house. That's nice. Yeah, I was a little, because I like to keep the quiet weekends I have sacred and just kind of keep them to myself, because I know like the summer starts to fill up and gets really busy. And I always know that like having a quiet weekend helps me with my balance throughout the week, and to be like chill and just kind of make sure I'm not getting too burnt out or anything like that. I like to try and relax. And so I wasn't sure about going to help with the pool a little bit, but I thought, you know what? I've been inside also for 2 days. Going out to see some people that I like is probably a good idea too. And it turned out to be really good. We were only there for a couple hours. It was good visiting, and then Mojo and I came back and did some more chilling. So taking a break is good. Yeah, it's been windy here too. It's unfortunate because I want to keep the windows open because it's finally warm enough to do that. But it's knocking all my stuff over. So we'll see. Oops. The eraser's getting out of control. What is happening? Boop, 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 boop. Okay, what did I draw here? What am I doing? Oh my goodness, Mojo. Let's make sure that no one is on the YouTubes. There we go. Goodness me, Mojo. How may I assist you, bro? Wibbly guy. He's had enough. He's ready for a nap. Oops. What's the matter? Do you want down? You can go play. But go play, please. No weebling. Yes, good boy. Alright. So this one, I switched gears at the start of the stream. This one's the King of Clubs. And I think almost all the cards are claimed. I feel like Dan has one claimed. Had one left, and I think I took it. And that's what this is. It's a black card. And then a few more messages to ask about, and then we'll be... Excuse you. Will you lie down, please? What's the matter for you? He's being a maniac. You've got too much energy, bro. We'll go for a big walk after this. So yeah, so if you're lurking in the chat and you aren't aware of the super collab, you should be able to see a link below in the chat. Oh no, it should have it. What about you? Yeah, there should be a link in the chat for the super collaboration. And then you can see all the work that everybody's been doing. And then I have to talk to Dan now that my voice is back, and we'll make a plan for the next steps. I can't speak to that because he seems to have a really big, fun idea for us next. But I don't know what that is. So we'll keep you posted. So if you're interested, keep an ear out. And keep an eye on the socials because we're going to have lots to share soon. I think Mojo had more sweets than I did. Yeah, he's excellent when we're out with people, but sometimes he's not certain how he wants to handle certain things. He usually likes to take 10 minutes to get warmed up to some people, and some people don't want to wait the 10 minutes, so he can get a little barky. But luckily, most of my people here are dog people, so they understand the 10 minutes. But I usually bring lots of treats with me so that he can be, because he's also talks a big talk, but is also easily purchased. I give them lots of treats to give him and that. So I think he's just a little bit crazy right now because it can maybe a little bit too many. But they're safe treats for him. And he'll just be on a diet for the week. Whoops. Yeah, because I didn't clean up any of these lines. Look at this mess. Look at this mess. Sheesh. Good boy. Thank you, buddy. Now, I don't think I really thought through some of these interactions. Like, I think obviously with the braid, that'll be where that cuts off. But then, what are we going to do here? Have it maybe... I don't remember how big this brush was. Okay. So I think if we do this connecting there, I just want to show that the cards are kind of the sides are interacting a little bit. But how do I want cut this part off? So if I erase this bit, what if I, this is the cowgirl, okay. What if we do this? And then we have this kind of, do this, and that looks like it was on purpose, because now it is. All right, and then we'll go back to 10 here. Oops, come on you. And we'll do this because I just want it to look a little more intentional, the interactions, rather than just a straight line. Okay, there we go. So that's kind of cool. I like that. Oh, and then we have one more line that we've got to do here. Just trying to keep the layers broken out a little bit here because I just want to make sure that in case we want to shift some things around, we have room still to do that. If I put all of this hierarchy line on one layer, then they're kind of stuck that way. If I find once I put these lines in that I want to shift her, either one of these ladies around, I won't be able to do that as easily. So that's why I'm trying to maintain my layers for right now. So I wanted to think about that before I got too deep and how the cards, the two sides of the cards were going to interact. I switched right? Okay, good. Phew. balcony all set up for the summertime. Unfortunately, I set it up on Friday and it's been too chilly to sit on it. But it's ready when warmer days are coming. So I'm going to be doing lots of sketching on the balcony. So excited. It's like a whole other new room, like a whole other room in my apartment, basically. And Mojo likes to chill out there, which is good. So do the squirrels, but we're hoping that that will stop. Boop, boop, boop. Okay, what do I have here? Okay, this is her hat. We still have a lot of work to do on this, but I want to put the hierarchy lines in to make sure that we kind of have a nice balance. But we have lots of details to put into her hair, into the reflection on the astronaut, kind of into the outfit of the astronaut. And yeah, it's going to be really good. I'm super stoked. I love doing these details. And these kind of like one-off illustrations too that are just kind of little bits of things that I've been wanting to draw or whatever that aren't necessarily part of a series. I think I've talked about this before. I like to have a series or kind of a timeline to a something because that gives me some direction. It kind of helps me overcome some of the creative block that sometimes comes with that every creative person runs into now and again. And so the series helps me with that. That's why where the beauties came from, the stories, that kind of stuff. And the tarot cards helps too. That's why I set a deadline on that. To make sure that this didn't drag out for like 50 years, which he easily could have done. But then it's also fun every now and again just to have like a little space for some of these pieces. So you can explore some new ideas, some new techniques, some new fun things that kind of help that curiosity and creativity a little further. So I'm glad that this collaboration came along to help that exploration. What the? There's another line I missed. What the heck? Okay, back here, and get rid of this. Oops. Nope. I like the line work, so smooth. Thank you. Yes, I'm loving these vector brushes in Fresco. Because I remember I was going back actually through a few of I'm trying to get my live streams kind of downloaded from Behance and getting them up on YouTube as well. Because some of the original live streams were only on Behance. And so, but those early projects were also kind of my early days of Fresco. So I didn't know a lot about it. And I was posting some of my beauties projects and things like that I was still working in Photoshop, which just has pixel brushes. And I know with my work there that I was always a little frustrated that the line art was pixelated rather than nice and smooth like these vector brushes can provide. And so when I found those, I'm still happy with the work that came out. I was able to make those work, but these vector brushes are just so smooth. Especially for like the coloring book effect that we want here. So yeah, the different styles come out. I still love me a pixel brush every now and again for different styles, but for these projects, oh, it's so satisfying because I don't feel like I have to go over it like 10 times. I feel like I can just do one or two different lines to keep it nice and clean. So yes, Fresco is amazing for that. I don't know why I didn't use them sooner. Yeah, that's always a fun thing to describe. And if you're in, if you're watching, this is Adobe Fresco that I'm in for the iPad. But if you're curious about other ones, Fresco is free. But if you are curious about other software, something that might work better for you or be more accessible for where you are, you might want to go check out some of Dan's streams recently. That's Delta Tango Mike or Vector Maestros on YouTube, Instagram, Facebook, all the things. Because he's been doing some kind of really good software research lately, and been kind of sharing different vector brushes and different vector software that he's been looking at. Also some animation ones as well that are really, and showing them in a way that makes it really accessible to people of different familiarities with the software, whether you're a new vector user or a seasoned one. Like, I'm pretty well versed in vectors, but also for animations, if you're not really, if you're new to it, which would be me in that case, he has a lot of really great streams lately showing different software at different cost levels. Some cost some money and some are free, and also, like, he goes through what works for him and what doesn't, and what features he'd like to see. So it's really interesting. So if vector interests you, my recommendation is always Fresco and Illustrator. But if you're not sure, because Illustrator is a paid software, it's not as accessible to some people, and I totally understand that. So definitely check out what Dan has on the go, because he has some new software that I haven't tried yet. And I know it's probably good to branch out and learn some different software, because I just picture them discontinuing Fresco with like 13 cards left or something for my tarot. I really hope that doesn't happen, but it's good to always be up on the software that other companies have to offer, because they have different features and stuff. Like Fresco does have an animation feature, and he goes through those as well. So if you're interested in those, definitely check it out, because it's always good to keep your skills up and keep things exciting and interesting. Oh, and Alessandra said she used some on her stream. I saw you were in Fresco the other day. That's super exciting. I love to see people in Fresco. It's such a fun software. Okay, so I want to do some more of these finer lines. I just don't know where I want to do them next. I do think I have a gap missing here. I truly do. Okay, let's fix that, because I will never see that again. Oh yes, and if you want to see some really fun cartoons and excellent animal drawings and stuff lately, go check out Alessandra's streams. They are so much fun, and the animals are super adorable. They all have fun little stories and stuff to tell, so definitely check them out. Okay, so I think what I'm going to do another layer here, and these were 5, so let's do 3 maybe. And let's add some extra details here. I don't know what spacesuits look like, so we'll just add some fun details of little things that could be spacesuit-like. So I think this is, like, I like to add some of these details. Oh, come on, complete the circle there. I like to add some of these little features and these little things that just kind of might make it a little more fun to color. Sometimes I like little tiny details to color. Just stretch it out a little bit. Now let's see what my astronaut references have here. Not real suits, because I feel like that hole in the one on the bottom right would be problematic. In space, AI was used for that. Oh, we have a race I missed. Okay. No, Mojo, leave them be, please. Don't worry about it. Someone's moving something in the hallway. No, just leave them be, okay, bud? Hey, Moch. I don't know what they're doing, but I'd like you to leave them alone. Someone's moving something huge in the hall, and I wish they'd stop. I know. They're allowed to do it. What did you think of my gazillion animal pictures I sent you? They're awesome. You had that, like, cockatoo. That's freaking amazing. Or the parrot of some kind. Gorgeous. They're amazing. What? I know. They're making so much noise and disturbing Mojo's nap time. Poor Mojo. The neighbors are disturbing his nap now. I was disturbing his nap yesterday, yelling at the hockey game. You know how it is. Poor Mojo. His life's really hard. I don't, what is this? What are we doing? So yeah, the bird didn't want to go to others' arm, but he did to me. And then wanted to get closer, but it got scared. It's weird, because animals can, like, sense that fear. And I don't know why it encourages them further. I don't know why that is. That seems... because you think, like, when some animals can sense your fear, like dogs can sense it. But I don't know why that would encourage that parrot to be like, oh, she's scared of me. Now I will get closer to her and bother her, obviously, when she's uncomfortable. Like, why? Why? Oops. Wow. It's like my first day. Good Lord. Let's try this one more time here. Maybe the 3D elements should match the same as the... Yikes. Those are rough. We're just going to scroll away from that now. Try something else. She says it started going close to my face and I was like, nope. He gave it back. That's fair. It's a parrot. Okay. It's only a few months and didn't learn to speak yet. So it didn't learn nope from you yet. Yeah, I probably wouldn't want those sharp beaks close to my face either. That's fair. That's fair. I get you. Like when I was in Vietnam before the pandemic, we went to the Mekong Delta and they had a large, I think it was a python, very large snake anyway. And that's not usually my jam. I don't really like snakes. But we were there and I was like, okay, they were offering to have us hold this snake. And I was like, well, I'm already here. I don't foresee very many opportunities for me to hold a snake in the future. And I don't want to regret not doing it. But they were about to put it on my neck. And as they were about to put it on, my brain was like, this is a living creature. And my whole body like panicked. And then I know if I had like 10 seconds, if I had told them to stop and take a deep breath, I would have been fine. But I kind of was just like, oh my God, oh my God, oh my God, oh my God. Just, I had to like doctor the photos and like, thank goodness they were live photos. And I had to like, I found a spot that made it look like I was smiling. Thank goodness my sunglasses were on because I'm pretty sure I was like terrified the whole time. If I had taken that deep breath, I think I would have been more fine, but they were kind of like laughing at me because I was freaking out. I did not drop the snake, Alessandra. The two people were like right beside me. But it was just a small panic of like, this isn't going to be just like, it's not a pretend snake. This is a real snake. So if I know that deep breath would have helped me, but I'm just not in a clear enough mind to do it. And it's a cool thing I did. Probably won't do it again without taking a deep breath. But yeah, it's animals are interesting creatures. I love obviously I love dogs and things like that. And I'm fascinated by certain creatures. Like birds are actually wicked fascinating. Very smart. But yeah, I don't know. Sometimes they're not my jam. The feathers were a beautiful green on the parrot. Yes, that's their coloring is always amazing. So yeah, the snake was very chill. I didn't get bit by it. It didn't kill me. It wasn't going to, but it just sometimes it's hard to wrap your head around that scary moment for a second. Like, wait a minute. I'm not from a land where snakes are very large and kind of on purpose. So, yikes. No, we're gonna try again. Not living for the look of that one. Let's just try all this again. There's one bird yapping and loud the moment we got there, the moment we left. He's grounded and stayed on his cage. That's funny. They can get pretty loud. Like my sister had budgies when we were growing up, and they can get pretty loud. There's one that she had when I was away in college, and every time I would call, the bird would be like squawking in the background. Like it was just always talking. They can be pretty loud. And it was just a little bird. Like they're only like this big. I can imagine a big parrot making quite a bit of noise. There we go. Let's make sure we save. Oops. Just kind of giving a little bit of a texture to the hair here, which also will make it fun to color, I hope. Kind of a Zentangle-ish approach. But we'll see. I think Antoine fell asleep. Oh dear. Well, if my illustrations are soothing, that's good news too, I guess. What else is happening around here? Yeah, a few little shop things here and there. My first market isn't until June, isn't until weeks away. But luckily I mostly have the content for that one. I have one surprise thing coming out. What have I done here? There we go. So stay tuned for that. So I'm going to get ready for that, which will be a lot of fun. And then another one in May. Nope, that is a freaking lie. July. Sorry, my brain is still coming out of cold medication. I feel it takes like forever to clear my brain. I don't know what's going on. This is another reason why I took a time out this weekend, because my brain was a foggy mess last week. So July, apologies, was the next one, and then one in August, and I'm going to do some applications for October and into Christmas. Oh, Antoine's here still. Phew! Hate to lose anybody. Sheesh. Oh no, that's not going to work. That's not what I want. I wasn't pondering my layers properly here. So yeah, just kind of like prepping for the markets, but keeping things minimal, like not doing 10 new things for each one, trying to keep it small because I do want to enjoy my summer as well. And summer gets busy very quickly, so I want to make sure that I'm able to take it all in. Okay, then leave the neighbors be, buddy. Antsy pants, holy. Okay, now hang on. We're going to test my knowledge here. How do I get rid of this person again? This one, I think. This. And... okay, hang on. Shoot. Okay. Sorry, we have a robot in the chat and I'm trying to get rid of it. Like this one. that's not what I wanted. Okay, hang on. No, come on, you. New window. And then I don't want to hear the noise. Sorry guys, please hold for a sec. Settings, I think. Moderation. Crap. I can't remember how to get rid of the person. No. I don't know how to do the thing. Okay. Well, we're almost done. Everybody ignore the bot, okay? Still learning Twitch. So silly. There's ads, which I hadn't experienced watching Twitch streams until like this weekend or last weekend. Uma's had like a dozen different ads and stuff. This is why I can't have a hard time learning new vector animation software. I'm learning my streaming software already. Sheesh. It's out of control. There's too many things. Okay. No, leave them alone, bro, please. They're not doing anything to bother you. Enough, buddy. Hey, please. We're doing the live stream, bro. You're fine. We're literally napping 3 seconds ago. I know. I know. Yeah. Yeah, we have to ignore the bot because I can't remember how to get rid of it. We only have 10 minutes left. Oh, I don't know if I love that or not. I don't think I do. Curses. Okay, we'll try. Okay. We'll just try another one. Let's try this instead. I always have such a hard time, oddly enough, with hair, doing like the strands. Like I like doing the flowy hair and everything, but when you get me into doing like the modeling of the hair, it's rough. My lines always go the way the hair should be going, but then just sometimes it's some trial and error. Boop, boop, boop. See, that's a little more better. Let's see. Okay. Uniform here, so let's get some extra lines. Oops, that's a funky one. And then this one like this. No. Like that. Okay. That guy and that guy. It's the only overlaps we have. Okay. Alright, so as I mentioned, this is kind of one of the few remaining cards left on our face card collaboration. So we'll be posting more. I would share the page right now, but it's I don't think Dana or myself have updated it lately, so we're going to do that soon. I'm going to keep working on these ladies, getting some more of the finer details in. I'm going to make like a kind of like filigree on her hat here, add a little bit more detail to the background maybe. We'll model out some more of our astronaut to make her costume, her suit look a little bit more official. And then we'll be kicking this one off as well. I'm also working on, like I said, the Queen of Hearts, which is what I was going to work on today. But I think working through this a little bit more is going to be, was a good idea, because it wasn't as much figuring out the drawing as it was kind of continuing with the drawing. So that's ready to go. Lots of progress here. I still have one more card that I'm working on, and a couple more messages, like I said. But these have been a lot of fun. I'm very excited. So keep an eye on the socials for what is coming next for these. And then I'm going to be back here next Monday, same time and channels for everything. But assuming that Jane's feeling okay, surprise, you're hearing it here first. The next Creative Jams stream is going to be this upcoming Saturday at 3 p.m. Eastern, and Jane and I are going to be streaming together. So if you're available, please come by and tune in. We're going to be streaming together, so keep an eye on Instagram for that one, because if Jane is not feeling well, I don't want to pressure her to do it. We can postpone it a little bit. So keep an eye on the socials for when and where you can find that, and we will be getting it ready to go. So exciting business, an added bonus stream on Saturday of this upcoming weekend. I know, Alessandra, you're going to be streaming at that time, but we'll be going for a little bit. We had a hard time finding a time that would work for Canada and the UK. So if people don't come for the first half hour or so because you're with Alessandra, she did have dibs on that time. So go see Alessandra and then pop over to see myself and Jane afterwards if you're more comfortable. I don't want to take away from Alessandra's viewership. So we will be there. We're going to be on all my channels, YouTube, Twitch, and Facebook. So you can also watch it later if you'd like to. So I think, yeah, sorry, Alessandra. It's one of those tough things that everybody who's international, it's tough to find a good time. So everybody be ready to tune in for that. And then I will be back next Monday with hopefully some more fun things for us to illustrate and work together on. But for now, I'm going to let you all get back, to your evening. I hope you have an excellent week. I hope you're able to rest. I hope your headache goes away, Alessandra. And I'll be in touch soon. So keep an eye on the socials for what's going on. And we will talk to you soon. Thanks for tuning in, everybody. I really appreciate it. And have a great evening. Bye.